Hey, what's up, everyone? Chase Craig here with Own Boise and Keller Williams Realty Boise, and today I'm going to be breaking down the November market dynamics for 2019. I'm going to be talking a little bit of existing resale and then a little bit of new construction. They're broke up differently, so we bounce in between this sheet and this sheet, and I've got the numbers for 2018 as well, so we can kind of see how they compare. So let's start on the existing market real quick. More of the same, to be honest with you. We have 620 active listings. We have almost 1,285 exactly closed and pended. So closed in the month of November, and then 635 pending going into the December months. Year over year, there's actually a little bit more closed and pended, but there's less inventory. You can see right here, 762 on the market back then, a year ago. Now there's 620. So we have more activity, less listings. This is leading to what I've been talking about for a while. We're probably going to have another strong spring in terms of it being a seller's market because the inventory is just so low. You can look at the inventory numbers. They actually went down a little bit in the higher price points. It might be people just taking their homes off the market. It could be some of those homes selling. It's difficult to say without really digging into it. I would gather it's probably more people taking it off the market than selling. The homes that, these million plus homes that have been sitting on the market, oftentimes it's, they're overpriced. So that's what we're seeing today. The homes that aren't selling are overpriced. So if you have a home right now, a resale home, and it's not selling, it's most likely a price point. So that's kind of your market snapshot here. Nothing else really to note that's much different than what we've been hearing before. So if you're new to these videos, I guess I would just tell you, inventory is super low. A buyer's market is above 7 months of supply. Seller's market's below 4 months of supply. Every single market we have below $1 million. If you look at these numbers here, less than 2 months supply for every market until you get over $1 million. So that is just simply amazing. If you have a home that you're considering selling, it's a great time to be in that position. So let's look at just real quick 2018's numbers just for comparison. There was 762, as we already know, 762 homes on the market this time last year. 2 years ago, 2017, there was 792. There was actually more sales back in 2017. And slightly more inventory, but there was definitely more sales. Almost, let's see, looks like about 200 or 300 more sold and pending between those 2 months, year over year. So what that says to me is we're probably going to come out even hotter in 2019 or 2020 than we did in 2019, because we came out really hot from 2017 to 2018. 2019 was good, very, very, very good, but I think 2020. If you're worried about home prices going up, they're going to go up. It will happen through the first 5 months of the year. So between now and May of 2020, you're going to see prices increase, barring some unforeseen issue that we're not aware of. Home prices are going to go up again. So let's look at new construction for just a second. This is actually pretty interesting. There's 900 active listings right now, and there's was 1,000 last year, the same time last year. There's significantly more closed and pended. Look, we have almost 1,100 here, or just over 1,100 closed and pended. Over here, we have about 900. So that's, a 20% increase in closed and pended going into 2020. I think a lot of people, with the inventory being as low as it is, are choosing to build. And I think that's why you're seeing a lot of this pending number go up significantly. And they've had to just resort to building over the last 2, 3, 4 years. If you've been a builder in this market, you've been happy and happy with the sales, that is, and price points. But one of the things to note is they would love to build way more homes than this. They'd love to have way more inventory because there's a huge demand. Even though these supply numbers are, around 3 months, there is a tremendous amount of demand. And the challenge that they have is costs. Land prices are super high. The cost to develop is, up 30, 40% in the last 5 years. You know, it used to be $20,000 to $25,000 a lot to develop, and today it's 40. So I guess that's up more than that. It's almost 75% higher, right? So it's significantly higher to develop. Cost of labor has skyrocketed. You know, cost of materials has gone up. So everything's gone up. Now, the builders kind of can complain about that. But really, who's paying the bill for that? It's the buyers. So when you're looking at these increases, you know, you go back to 2015, it was 330,000 was the average home price. Today it's 420,000, so that's $90,000 that you're going to pay if you want a brand new home. And I would even argue that today, even though the prices are higher, they're still building similar homes. It's not like you're getting significantly more. Back then, I think you were getting more and it was less expensive. So that's not to be discouraged that you shouldn't buy a home in this market, because interest rates are still super low. And, you know, our prediction for 2020, the reason the market's going to go up, inventory is low in Boise. People want to live here. Interest rates are still super, super low. And, you know, the economy is really strong right now, and there's no real, you know, current end in sight. There's no domino effect that anyone is aware of right now. So long story short, if you're looking to buy new, you're going to pay more. The gap between new and resale is closing. It has closed quite a bit. It used to be 10, 15%. Now it's closer to what it probably should be, which is like 5 to 10%. So if you're buying new, you're going to pay a little bit more, but you're going to get what you want. And if you're buying resale, the pricing the gap has shorted quite a bit. So how do you navigate a market like this? This is kind of what I want to end this with. It's a great time to sell. The challenge is, if you want to continue to own a home, you got to go find another one to buy. And as we know, it's a difficult time to buy. Well, here's the pros of buying today. The first is, if you are selling, you're going to be able to hold all the cards. So that's good for you if you're a seller, because you can list your home and you can negotiate terms. We, or a realtor of your choice, can negotiate terms on your behalf to get you the deal you want. So that might be money. It might be renting the home back until you find the right home at the next place. It might be a delayed closing. It might be a contingent sale on you getting the house you want. Lots and lots and lots of options. So don't be afraid if you want to sell, but you have nowhere to go. So the second thing is that interest rates are still super, super low. They're, you know, bouncing between 3.5% and 4.25%, which is incredibly low. If you look at the 40-year chart of interest rates, the average is like 6%, and we're near the lowest that we've ever been. So highly recommend that, you know, if you are looking to make a move, now is not a terrible time, because, you know, the cost to borrow money is so cheap still, and there are some good deals out there. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you guys have questions or want to hear anything specific, let me know, and I will do my best to accommodate it. Have an amazing day.